So first question, what are the common region which break or stop log shipping? So basically, what is your problem? Maybe you already configure, you got like you have a 4 years of experience. And Agnivesh, you are also working with a log shipping.
Yes, sir.
So which type of common issue you are facing in a log shipping?
May I?
Yeah.
There is some like a common question, common errors to us, like break the log shipping, like a recovery model change, like a full and bulk and simples. There are the three types of recovery model. And also, if I'm going to talk about like a common error, like unable to run a restore or copy job, because there are four jobs as in a configuration of log shipping. So these are the also major roles to break the log shippings. And again, transaction log backup outside of the schedule. So these are the common errors, I think.
So you can see first question here, first answer. A recent modification in share folder. Let's suppose we are creating a local folder and we are sharing with a secondary server, or you can say DR server. So let's suppose if anybody or administrator will change share folder like a permission, if they change with a like a specific people, if they rename the folder name, let's suppose backup folder name is there and they rename, so log shipping will stopped due to this reason. Okay. Second,
Okay.
either someone use the option to truncate only switch the recovery model. So basically, let's take an example. We have a very large table that holding near about like a 300 or 500 GB of data. So if I can go with a delete command, that will took long time. So if you want to improve the truncate statement, so for that case, if you can change the recovery model, let's suppose I want to truncate in a very fast manner. So you have to change your recovery model full to simple. So that case also recovery got failed. One another problem, let's suppose we have a source server, primary server is a X and secondary server is Y. So if both server have a different time zone, so that also create a problem. Next, take an example. It's a very common question. I'm saying this is a very important. First one is a important, but this one is a very important. Let's suppose I created one data file into the primary. Okay. So I created additional data file like a NDF file I created into the, let's suppose, as adventure work database. And those data file I created into the, let's suppose, D drive. And target server, if I can take example for DR server does not have a D drive. Okay. So what will happen when they will start backup and copy and restore process? So restore process will fail because D drive is not available because they apply secondary file NDF path, NDF backup, you can say data file into the D drive, and that will got fail. So this is a, you can say, mainly you can say common question, because when we are getting a performance issue, let's suppose I have a MDF default data file as well as log file. So I created, because I got a space is not available into the like a F drive. So I created one another data file into the D drive. So if D drive is not available into the DR server or secondary server, your restore job will fail. Okay, so this is very important. IO, memory, network, bottleneck. So basically it's a problem. Let's suppose you share folder and those folder is not accessible by the, you can say, copy jobs. So that will create a problem. Okay. Next problem I'm saying your tough file is missing. Let's suppose created a top file and in between somebody deleted those top files. So what will happen? Your log sweeping completely corrupt. So that case, you have to go and reconfigure your log sweeping. Okay. Some like you have set incorrect value out of sync alert or threshold. I think you have set incorrect value of the out of the sync and alert. I think this is not a problem here. It's another topic. So maybe this is a maybe problem. Might be schedule job in a same time. Let's suppose whatever time I started, I can say backup and copy or restore. If we mention same time, that will create a problem. One another very important topic and very important point might be your MSDB database is full. So basically, each and every log they are capturing into the your MSDB. So if your MSDB have not, I can say, sufficient space, so that will also create a problem. And your log shipping, whatever processes start running, they will not enter or you can say record into the MSDB. So these are very important problem because first one, this one, and this one. So when like we are working as a SQL DBA, so we are getting this problem also. Some cases time got changed. So basically we have to match primary and secondary time. And I think I explained tough file and WRK file. So I think you have idea about this. So Sak, do you have idea on tough file and WRK work file basically?
Yeah, uh, when we configure log shipping,
Mhm.
uh, when we choose standby on a secondary server, so a tough file will be created,
Okay. So what
and usually,
which
yeah,
type of
so
information hold by the tough file basically?
tough file, the uncommitted transactions which have been backed up.
Okay. So basic, I think you know better. Last session I explained. Let's suppose I started one transaction, begin transaction, and I have one table, and that table have a 200 GB space. So what I have to do? Each and every, because now is a period for the appraisal. So I'm saying, please increase like a salary of each employee 10%. So you started with a begin run because you have some doubt. So you started with a begin run and updated the salary with a 10%. And 200 GB update will take long time. So let's suppose your frequency of taking a backup is every 5 minutes because this server is very critical for you. So what you have to do, you have to start like a you started, but your query due to concurrent your query is taking long time. Let's suppose actual execution of update command is near about 20 minutes. And every 5 minutes, your backup job, restore job, and copy job is running. So what will happen? They will, you can say when we started, like after 5 minutes, they will start backing up. So whatever transaction is uncommitted state, because let's suppose I'm going with some space or size. They in a 5 minute they updated 25% of like a imply with a 10% salary. So that time they will capture this 25% record, those are not actually committed to the your data file. So they will start copy along with a backup because they will create a you can say back file, TRN file along with a tough file, and they will place into the your target secondary server. Next time, once again, they came back and they once again they will start 25% again. And now we have a total 50%. So after four run, transaction got completed. So they will finally commit. Otherwise, what is the problem here? If they can go in a one shot, it means they will take long time, because I'm saying after 20 minutes query will complete and we have to took all the data into the, you can say, secondary server. So that will took time. So that's why they are splitting all the tasks. They are uncommitting transaction they are putting into the tough file. And after rollback or commit, they will finally make available into your DR server. And next one, another question you will get. So Sek, any doubt in this point, basically, tough file.
I know that.
Okay. Work file, you know what is a work file?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me. So which
So,
mode a work file will create?
so it, work file has nothing to do with the types. So whenever a copy job is running,
Mhm.
whenever it is copying the backup file from this source to the target, so that in that process the file will be mentioned as .wrk. On completion, that will be completed. I mean converted into .trn.
Okay, so work file created in all log shipping model. You can stand by, or maybe you can say go for the recovery mode. Next question, what happened? Tough file corrupted or lost, deleted or something. What will happen? So basically, log shipping will stop, and for this case, you have to go for the reconfigure your log shipping. This question, is possible load balance log shipping? Could you please answer?
Yes, it is possible.
How?
We can create the jobs in the secondary by keeping that in a read or standby.
Okay. So basically, we'll route whatever reader work is coming from the production. So we can route those into the secondary server and they can start reading from there. But problem is this, like if they can run, they will not get a live data from the production. If your frequency, backup and restore frequency is every 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, they will get a data. And mostly in a reporting server, what is happening? They're using like a 1 day before data. So that should work for the load balancing. Will changing a recovery model, full to simple, have any issue in a log shipping?
Yeah, log shipping will break as we change
Okay,
the recovery mode.
okay. S- Means once again, we have to reconfigure basically.
Yeah.
Will my existing backup using a semantic backup execution? Semantic backup, you know?
No, I don't know semantic
Okay,
backup.
basically what happened? We have a Commvault tool, basically. It's a third party tool. So generally, they are taking a backup of your databases. So they have another server, semantic backup server are there. So they are storing a job, you can say backup, into the semantic backup server. So with a Commvault, uh, it's developed by Symantec, basically backup third party tool they created. So basically they are asking if they will take a backup with a Symantec by enabling a log shipping, switching a full recovery model, that will create any problem with the existing log shipping. So basically you have to understand Symantec is a tool. Let me search, and last time in even habit I work with this, you can say Symantec. So basically, COM bolt, you can say Symantec. This is a Symantec, and If I can show you some screenshots, so you got to know. So semantic backup, you can say it's a semantic backup server is there, and one server can handle all the backup. Let's suppose I have a 10 or 20 or 50 server. So if I have to take a backup, only I have to configure attach with a semantic backup server, and they will start taking a backup of your databases. Let's suppose your database has been corrupt and you want to restore your backup. So what we have to do, you have to directly connect your database net backup server from your like a SQL server instance. And if you can click like a some log backup, I'm saying I want this time log backup should be restored like a 827. So automatically whatever chain is there, like a log sequence chain, like a full backup, log backup, differential backup, they will automatic, you can say, pick up. No need to manually check. I have to go for this full backup, this differential backup, and these many log backup. So basically, it's a very user-friendly net backup tool, basically. So that backup tool helped to like take a backup into the another location, because if we are taking a backup into the same server and your server is got corrupt, so you will not able to recover your databases. But this backup tool is using to take a backup on the different machine. And if you want to restore, if you want to do anything, you can directly choose your last backup, whatever time you want to restore your database server. So only you have to check automatically they will pick up all the chain. Okay, so it's not a problem. It's straightforward. It's a backup tool, net backup tool basically. So if anything change and we are changing, switching a model, you can say recovery model, that will impact your log shipping. Same question, whatever we, like I said, changing a recovery model full to simple. So if any option, any like a method will change, simple to full, full to bulk, that will create a problem and your logs shipping will break. So for this case, let's suppose you want a full backup of any database, so you have to go for the copy only. And you know already what is a copy only backup. Next question, do you require any endpoint for the log shipping? So basically, we are directly not sending a data to your DR server. So for this case, endpoint is not required basically. If you are going for the mirroring, or you can say always on, distributed always on, for that case, you need like a mirroring endpoint or HADRA endpoint. Frequently face, I think we already cover. These are like a frequently issue we are getting. And it's depend how will transactional control. Okay, so you can say same LSN break. So this is a problem. I have seen like transaction log cannot be restored on the secondary database, which is due to transaction sequence number. So basically, in between, if anybody will take a full backup and on basis of log shipping schedule, if they will take a log backup and try to restore, so they will get a issue like a LSN is not matching. What is a drawback of log shipping? So drawback mainly you can say when we are going for the log shipping, so basically it's not a high availability solution. Because if any issue came into the, you can say primary, it automatic, that will not automatic failover, and secondary server will make available. So manually you have to like take a till log backup and restore on your secondary server and put database into the recovery model. E- Explain the configuration of the log shipping. I think you know very well. And reverse log shipping. So, Agnivesh and Sak, do you have any question related to reverse log shipping? Because this is a straightforward. So, if any question, we can go through with a reverse log shipping. Do you have any
Yeah,
question? Yeah.
no question.
Okay. In which model log shipping can configure? So, a straightforward, you know, bulk recovery model, and you can say full recovery model.
Yes.
Next question they are asking, is possible to configure log shipping from lower version to upper version? That should work
Yeah.
or not? Hello?
No, lower to high. Higher. No, we can't configure.
Lower to high and high to lower, vice versa.
Sorry, lower to higher is possible. From up, I mean, higher to lower is not possible.
Yeah, it means you can say, yeah, it's right. Vice versa is not possible, but lower to high it's possible. How to secondary, how to fail over secondary when primary got failed? You tell me, what is the steps?
You mean to say the reverse lock shipping?
So basically, I'm saying like we didn't configure reverse log shipping. But let's suppose your primary got failed. Now we have to make available your primary server, secondary server as a primary. What should be a step you have to take?
Okay. Run the I mean, run the backup job in primary, then and restore the secondary server, which is in read only, I mean, standby or in the restoring state
So we have to
by
reach
using,
recovery state.
yes.
Okay. So basically, if your database server, let's suppose I said like every 30 minutes we are taking a backup. Okay. Let's suppose now time is 8:34. Okay. So 8:34, your primary server got failed. It means last backup happened 8:30. So it means you'll get a loss for 4 minutes. So how to recover 4 minutes data from the primary? Your primary server is available but not accessible due to some issue. You can say it's your server is not accessible completely, but your services is on. Let's suppose your a specific database, whatever you configure for the log shipping, those database is corrupt. So how you can recover your like this database, like a last 4 minutes work or 4 minute transaction into the your secondary server? What is the process?
See, to recover the last 4 minutes, if the database, if the log file is not corrupted, we can go with the tail log backup.
Yes, yeah.
If the database itself is not, I mean, not available or someone deleted, so we can't take that tail log backup.
Okay, yeah, that answer I'm expecting. So basically, you have to take a tail log backup. So what error? Basically, I listed out something, some error, like a 144201421. So basically, on basis of error code, you can identify it's a backup job fail with a this error and restored job fail with a this error. Okay. Next question. If you are getting a this error, like when which is too late to apply database. So basically LSN issue. So what is your like solution steps? Have you seen this error basically?
No, like
Let's
I have not
suppose,
worked on log shipping.
okay. So basically here is saying your logs is a backup set is a which is too late to apply databases. So let's suppose we have a 5 backup created, but due to copy issue, they are not able to copy like a last 2 backup. And after like a DBA came and they fixed those issue and they started like a copy. So they started with a like a 4th backup. So basically, they will get like a this type of alert basically. So what is, let's suppose you have about 100 log backup is not copy. How we can like easily and will take a less time to reconfigure and make available your log shipping with a minimum lag. Like I'm saying lag, I expecting like a 1 minutes. And now lag is a 2 days lag. How we can fix those in a faster manner? You got my question basically. I'm saying yesterday I started like a block shipping, and after 12 a.m., you can say copy job is not working. Okay. And today when I started like at 8 a.m., I got to know data is not copying and restoring on the server. And management is saying I have to recover, we have to make synchronize with a primary to DR so that like a reporting team can access your data. So like what is a step you will take to faster synchronize your data into your DR server, basically? So I think Agnimes, you face this type of issue in your like a company generally. So
But
much
I never,
lag.
yeah,
Yep.
so much lag. And I'm just asking, what is the 14420 and 14421? Because I never seen, because currently I'm working in that company as a 5 month, so I never
Mhm.
seen that type of errors.
So
So
have you
I'm just
checked?
asking,
Okay.
yeah,
Have you checked your error log file? SP underscore read error log. SP executed. So if you can execute this error, like a SP read error, and
okay,
you have to go with a latest log file. So you'll get this information. And
okay.
this is a mean, like if you can search this value, you'll get to know your backup job is not on. Let's suppose you don't have access for the job activity monitor or job. So
So
can we
if
connect
backup
it?
just fails,
Yeah, basically
if
backup job
backup
fail.
just fails,
Yeah.
so error
So
comes